Happy Halloween, lords and ladies. Welcome back to Cartoon Hangout, your place for all things cartoon. Normally, one doesn't first think of horror when it comes to cartoons. You might think about laughs, hijinks, or talking animals. But horror? No, that couldn't possibly be right. Well, you'd be wrong. Because whether intentional or not, many cartoons have had moments that just absolutely scarred us as young children. From those freaking puppets on the Mr. Meat show to basically every episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog, the cartoon industry has been freaking us out for decades. And here is just a few examples, ones that definitely gave me the willies all those years ago. Number 5. Return the Slab from Courage the Cowardly Dog. It's not a scariest moments in cartoons video without this chilling scene from Courage. This is by far the episode that fans of animation will first point to if you ask them to name something that scared them in a cartoon. I don't think it was the freaky appearance of Ramses here that earned its way into many children's nightmares. No, I'd reckon it's that quiet but eerie voice of his that sent us diving under our blankets.
Return the slab.
What?
Return the slab, or suffer my curse.
Number 4. The Giant Baby from Rugrats. This one is definitely one of the scenes from a cartoon that freaked me out the most as a kid. I haven't met anyone else who felt the same, but maybe you will after seeing this gruff-sounding huge baby chasing down Angelica and presumably trying to eat her in what I can only imagine is the children's equivalent of a slasher movie. Number 3. Scary Godparents from The Fairly OddParents. Since the dawn of mankind, humans have feared what's in the dark. Our imaginations have played tricks on us, and sounds that, during the daytime, are innocent, take on a much more sinister connotation at night. Is that just a shadow, or is someone watching me? Is someone following me, or is that just an animal? Nothing is worse than the fear of what we can't see. Maybe that's why this episode from The Fairly OddParents, a relatively innocent show, freaked me out so bad when I first watched it. Timmy wishes for it to be dark for 12 hours, despite Wanda warning him of a legend that states that if fairies go more than 8 hours without sunlight, they turn into fanged beasts who devour their godchild. The initial reveal of them turning into monsters is really creepy, their voices having changed to be more sinister. All the while, Timmy must evade their pursuit in the pitch black. And each time his fairies show up, their appearance is a little more monstrous than the last, leading us to their final transformation. Literal nightmare fuel. Don't watch this episode in the dark. Number 2. The Zombies from Scooby-Doo Zombie Island. While Scooby has always dabbled with monsters, usually men in masks, Zombie Island was one of the few times the threat was real, and really scary. I rewatched this movie constantly as a kid, but that didn't stop me from being afraid of the zombies in the movie, especially when they first emerged from the ground. Their rotting skin and the spooky atmosphere of the swamp added up to a very scary experience to a young kid. It truly was terror time again. And number 1, Jekyll's transformation in the Pagemaster. This is one of those immensely underrated films, having been a box office bomb that everyone needs to watch at least once. It stars Macaulay Culkin as Richard Tyler, who visits a library and finds himself sucked into the pages of his books. That's where the cartoon element pops up, don't worry. The movie is marketed as an action fantasy, and much of the movie matches that tone. Except for this moment, that is by far the most horrifying moment in any cartoon I have ever seen.
Dr. Jekyll? Dr. J?
My name is Mr. Hyde!
Have fun sleeping after that. Anyway, these are some of the scariest moments in cartoons that I can remember from when I was just a kid. I'm sure I could think up some more, but I really wanted to focus in on the ones I could remember being scared by. You probably have your own list, and I would love to hear what you consider some of cartoons' scariest moments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Take care.
Well, this is it. The end of our journey. The end of Halloween, actually. This is the last... Well, this is Halloween. Halloween night. I hope you enjoyed that video, but all throughout this month, I've been on some weird intellectual journey, I suppose, to find out the mysteries of the town that I reside in, which is Moonlight Falls, as dictated by some insane doctor, I guess, which is what I found out. I haven't found out much about his identity, but that's probably the next thing, considering I have more or less fulfilled his request, which is to find out the mysteries about this town. I was looking into some of the deaths that have happened over the last century, and a lot of them didn't make sense when I first looked at them, and the police didn't have much to say on it, the records or anything, the obituaries. But once I really dug in there, it looks like they were murdered by, like, supernatural creatures, like werewolves, or lizard people, or vampires, goblins, things like that. So this town has some kind of shady past, but, you know, and that's shocking and a little frightening, but I've done what the guy wanted me to do, and I guess now I can go home. You know, I mean, there's nothing else left to do. I met the deadline. Tonight's the night. So I'm pretty sure I can go home, guys. Finally.